What's up everyone, Bit Me Some back with another ADA video. So currently right now I'm on the Cardano 4-hour time frame. So yesterday I made a video just pretty much talking about that was going on. By zooming out a little bit, you guys can see that we have a falling wedge forming from up this peak to this down up to that kind of a falling wedge. So what that is kind of doing is it's dropping in price, but it's also building up more steam to possibly shoot up. I mean, it could always shoot down too, it could be, but when it shoots down it usually goes up because it's building up to fall down. So that's why I'm saying this is actually looks like it could be building up to push up. And if you look at it, we're technically on the top side of this pattern. We're not down here, you know, so we're at the top of it. So that let us know that we are on the stronger side. Like if you had to draw a line right down the middle, we would be perfectly, pretty much, yeah, we would be perfectly right on it, you know, pretty much like that. Yeah, so like, I mean, the overall trend, we are kind of coming down, you know, it's kind of different, maybe something like that, just so you know. But yeah, so zooming back into this, so there's kind of a falling wedge forming, but inside of that falling wedge we kind of had a descending triangle. And if you guys remember in the previous video, I was talking about this pattern, and I believe we were here at this resistance because I was talking about the pump we just had. So we hit this resistance perfectly, and that's where I said the next target will be this bottom line. So that's why I kind of knew it. If we're getting rejected at that point, that's what's going to happen, is we're just going to come back down to this at least. And this is where we've seen a bounce to catch. So by zooming in more, this little lines right here is a Fibonacci chart. If you guys don't remember, I did a Fibonacci chart in the last video. But if you zoom in perfectly, I'm zooming in nice and close, you can see this is the line right here, and we went underneath it but didn't close. We went underneath it, didn't close. We went underneath it far. Like I say, look how far this candle is. This one went that far. What that tells me is that we were dropping, we were falling, and then we hit this area, and that's when people started pushing up. Push to hold us up. So we're actually holding up right now. So what that let me know is that we didn't close underneath this line, so that's where we got the pressure at. Push. So that's kind of how I knew, you know, we were probably bottoming out. And like I said, this Fibonacci line, this yellow line right here, is coming in perfectly right there at the bottom of that pattern, or bottom of these candles. So that definitely does let me know that we got that buying pressure right there. So yeah, so what I'm thinking now is, since we're back in this triangle and we're at the bottom of it, yeah, you shouldn't have been buying up there. That was not a good idea. You never buy at the top of resistance or stuff like that. You always would want to buy at the bottom of support. So let's say this thing is dropping, and then you're like, oh, it's starting to level out a little bit. This is not financial advice, by the way, but what you would do is, my way of thinking about it is, if I see it coming down, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna let it cool off for a little bit. And then if you see these two candles, it starts to cool off and it's at a line, you're thinking, oh, we might have found support. But if you notice, this is underneath this line, so this is resistance. This is letting me know that I can't push above it. So what that did is require more downside, and the same exact thing again. We didn't close underneath, we didn't close above it, we didn't close like this above the line. So that's why I say it's like, okay. And then so with this one is the one where I would have probably fell for the bottom. I would have suggested this be the bottom, but what I would have done is so this is how I trade, just so you guys know. I'm only telling you guys, this is just my way of thinking. Don't follow what I say, just take it as advice, use it, and do your own research with it. But what I would do is I'm just gonna say $100. You guys use whatever you guys like, but this is just so everybody can understand it. Is with $100, you would put $25 right here, just to be on the safe side, to see, all right, maybe this might be the bottom, and then it were to go up right here, you're in profit already. And then if it were to come back down, you're back even. Now you're behind on money. You're losing money at this point. So what you would do is put another 25 right here once you go underneath your original buy-in, to bring your average lower. So instead of your average being here, now it's probably in the middle of that. So you would, like I said, out of your 100, you got 4 buy positions. You got one at the first stop, one right here. Then if it goes down, you put another 25 to even your average out. So now you got 25 and 25 here. So it brings your average from this price down to about halfway because of the average, right? And then let's say, oh man, it's going up. You hold, you're already in profit. Then let's say it comes down even further. Then you would put another 25 down here, for the reasoning that if it goes up, you're in profit. If it goes down, you got more to buy in. You never just put 100% all at once. So like I was saying, is that after you do these 2 buy limits, if it goes up, you're already in profit, and then you just cash out once you see the profit that you like. And then, but if it were to go down, let's say you did it, let's say you put your money way up here, you're like, oh man, I put my money at the top. What you would do is put the same exact money at this bottom. If you put exact money here somewhere at this bottom and you put it up here, what this bottom buy-in would do would bring your average about here. So now you only got to go halfways up to see at least break even, and then anything above that will be all profit. Whereas then if you put your money right here at the top, once you go down, you don't get back into break even until it goes all the way back up to this position. So what that does is you miss all of this growth area, and that's where you miss out. So that's why I say, why I don't put all my money in at once. What I would do, like I said, is put 25% here, come down, put 25% there. If it comes down again, put 25 more percent. And then if it goes down again, 25 more percent. And then if it keeps going, you just, like I said, you don't lose until you sell. So that's why you only invest in coins that you really believe in. Coins that you know are going to be around for a long time, like Bitcoin, Ethereum, things like that. All the other meme coins and crazy ones, I mean, they can make money on them, but I don't feel like they're going to be there forever. So like I said, one day you might put your money in thinking it's going to go up, and then it just might disappear. I don't know, but like I said, you just want to be careful. But yeah, so like I said, so this descending triangle, we are finding a resistance here at this bottom line. If we could break, current price is 80.34, so if we pretty much break 80.30, then we could be seeing this bottom line again around 79ish, 780. So, but if not, we're gonna find this bounce on this resistance, because it is a big candle, smaller, find resistance, and now it's almost a doji, so it's kind of indecision right now. So what's gonna happen is, I think the next few candles are gonna start coming green, and if we could come green, we need to break this line right there. We need to break this trend line for us to move back up. So what that's pretty much doing, what that's pretty much telling me is that we're coming down. So yeah, I mean, well, not coming down anymore is what I mean is we came down, and the next thing would be to push up, and if we don't break that, then we're gonna probably come back down. Is kind of what I'm talking about. So yeah, I mean, if you notice this Fibonacci, these lines perfectly hit support. Boom, boom. Like not all of them hit perfectly, but the main ones seem like they hit perfectly. So that's why it's important. If you're trying to find some zones, some important areas, you use that fib retracement, and it'll find some zones for you. But yeah, so like I said, my next thing is just waiting to see this bounce off of this line to come back up to this next resistance up here. This resistance up here is coming in around 84.69 ish. So yeah, so okay, so current price right now 80.41. If we want to push up, we're gonna have to at least break first 80.90. So if we could break 80.90 first, then we're moving up, and then the next target we got to break is 82.42. And if we could break that, then the next target will be 83.75. But if we're pushing down, we have to break 80.30. If we break 80.30, we're coming down, and then the next bottom of 80.30 would be the 79.75. And if we could break that, then we have this little bit of support at 79.40 all the way down to pretty much 79. So that's where the next few targets are going to be. Like I said, we do kind of got like a trend coming on that way. So if that's the case, yeah. Okay, actually look at this. Either that. Like I said, you can find trends different, all kinds of different ways. You just gotta, you're never gonna know on your first try. I've been doing these videos. I already got 150 videos uploaded. I have a bunch of time before making the videos, just learning about it. And all it did was literally every day put some lines, delete them, put some lines, delete them, just so you get better at it. The more times you do it, the better you're going to get at it. So like I said, this is why I do these videos every single day, because I know if I do them every day, eventually it'll pay off for me understanding everything. So that's why it's like every day I feel like I'm learning new stuff every single day. Like I said, this is why I watch a lot of videos. I don't know everything, and I don't think I know everything. So the goal is to keep learning and to keep improving. And the thing is about me is I like to be the best at whatever I do. So I know if I keep doing this, I'll be the best. I'll be up there. There's a few YouTubers that I already have goals for to maybe collab with one day. So that'll be a for sure goal. I want to really collab with some good people in the crypto space. But yeah, so I appreciate everybody watching this far. If you guys like these kind of videos, please like and subscribe, and I can make some more videos for you. Comment below which type of video you guys would like to see next, and I'll make sure I do it for you guys. Alright, so I made this little trend line, right? So now we're going to use that as support. So we're going to use this as support to come support and then break up of that if we do. Let me check the RSI real quick. I know I didn't go through it. So the stock is on the downside, so we do have room to the upside. The RSI is kind of coming in on the downside, so I mean we are working our way down, but if that's the trend line, we have to break above that yellow line to come up, and then we'll see some upside. And then this MACD crossed right here to come down, so we do have some downside, but it just depends on how low it's going to go. But I think we found support right here, so like I said, we could consolidate left to right to bring this back up. So yeah, Alright, but yeah, that's a quick ADA video. If you guys like that video, like and subscribe. I'll definitely catch you guys in the next video. Alright, peace.